Hello, and in today's video we're doing a rating of the Premier League kits for the 2023 to 24 season so far. Yes, that's right, we're back on the Reverse the Hornet channel, and in a short video today we're going to just quickly go through what I think of some of the recent kits for the Premier League upcoming campaign. Now, if you did miss it, make sure you go back and check out my Premier League season predictions with all the table, top scorer, and things like that all covered. So it was a big one. It was always a bumper one. Every year we'd put our predictions in, see how we do. So if you did miss that, go check it out. And also put in the comments your own predictions. So who are you going to say finishes 1 to 20th, and who are you saying for top scorer, things like that. So yeah, be sure to comment and get involved. And I'd be really interested to hear your thoughts as well. So yeah, let's get into this one. It's going to be Premier League kits for the 23-24 season. Watford have, of course, released their home kit, which I showed in my recent Championship season predictions. Again, if you did miss that, make sure you check it out. See what I put Watford in the table. But I love the home kit. I absolutely do. Today, though, got released the away kit, and I can't lie, I wasn't a fan. I mean, it's basically white and maroon, and I just don't think the colours are just that interesting. I mean, look, fair enough if you like it. It's not horrendous, but I'm not a fan, really. So I'm glad I definitely went for the home shirt. Definitely the right choice in my opinion. But talking about the Premier League, not the Championship, how are the kits looking and what are the best ones? So let's look through some of the recent reveals. What is that team? Oh, we don't like the look of that. No, 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 no. As you can imagine, that is Luton, our biggest rivals, and that is a stinker for me. I mean, I can't lie, I'm not even being biased there. Genuinely, why have they got a strip of orange? Just either you're orange or you're not orange. Like, what are you doing? Nah, is that their away kit though? Maybe it is, because I thought their main colour was orange, not white, and they've got more white there than orange. Interesting, but we'll get into it. Let's start off with Bournemouth. I can't lie, I don't mind this kit. It's quite a nice pinstripe effect from Bournemouth, so I'm going to rate it. I'm going to say it's a solid 7 out of 10. That pretty nice, pretty slick. Looking at their away kit, I mean, it's kind of very similar to previous years. I think I remember them having like a light blue shirt. It's quite a nice wavy design, but I'm not feeling it, to be honest. I'll probably say a 6 out of 10. Then looking at Arsenal, their home kit, I absolutely love it. The goldness on it is top drawer. Even though it's ironic, they didn't win the trophy, they didn't get the title, and they weren't the champions, but it still looks like nice. The gold effect is very good, also on the sleeves. Top drawer. So I'm going to say a solid 9 out of 10 for this Arsenal home kit. Great job. Looking at their away kit though, I'm sorry, this is a 1 out of 10. I don't even care. That is an absolute stinker. Those colours I'm just not liking at all. It just doesn't look right for me. So yeah, I think they've had an absolute stinker here. But there are some more stinkers we'll get to. Then looking at Aston Villa. Now, Aston Villa's home kit, I've got to be honest, I'm just not that interested. Like, it's just the same every year. But, fair enough. It's claret and blue. What would you expect from Aston Villa? Anything else, really? I mean, the sponsor's okay. BKA, it doesn't make the kit too bad. But, I mean, I guess you kind of have, like, in between the kit, you kind of get small lines of patterning and patterns. So it's okay. Like, I can't destroy it, but I also am not that bothered by it, if that makes sense. If we just show it here in all its glory, which, I'll be honest, is not much. Sorry, Aston Villa fans. I just don't get excited about it. That's all I'm saying. Their away kit, though, again, it's actually very similar in terms of look to the Watford away kit. White and maroon, as I said. Claret, that kind of thing. So, yeah, it's a bit plain. I'm not impressed by Aston Villa. I think both of those are like 5s out of 10. I'm just like, whatever, I could take it or leave it. Brentford's home shirt, though, I've got to love what Brentford do each season, where they have a home kit basically for 2 seasons in a row. Love that, because it's, stop people getting conned from buying more kits each year, new kits. But they carry it on. It was quite a nice thing. But this year's kit, I've got to say, I love it. The black trim on the collar, I mean, you can't really see it because he's wearing a coat, so it's not that helpful. But the black trim is really nice, and I think there's a black kind of fade at the bottom of the red and white stripes. Top drawer. I'm going to say a solid 8 out of 10 for Brentford. They've done a good job here. Then their away shirt, I'm going to say it's a 3. I'm sorry, I just don't like those colour combinations. I mean, what is that? Pink and blue and dark blue and light blue. I mean, no, sorry, it's just no. I'm not feeling it. Brighton at home. Now the picture is slick. I don't know whether that's just the effect of the, the colouring and the picture, but that looks lovely. But then you realise it's pretty much looking like every other Brighton shirt that's ever been done by them. So on scores for originality, it's probably quite low. But in terms of slickness and the way that it's been done, I love it. I absolutely love it. It looks glass, and maybe it is slightly different to last year, just slightly. There was, I think, a yellow trim on last year or something, but look, I don't mind it. It's probably a 6 out of 10. It's decent. Then Brighton's away kit. Now, they have had green away kits in the past. That's quite a running theme with Brighton, but this is a green and black. And to be honest, I quite like it. Now, this is maybe a bit of an unpopular opinion. Not maybe everyone will agree with me, but I just think this is a really slick kit. I think the combo is quite nice. The green trim is nice on the collar and the sleeves. I'm liking this one. I can't lie, people. So it's a bit of an unpopular one, but yeah, I do like it. So I'm going to say 7 out of 10. Decent. Burnley. Now, Burnley again, I'll say the same with Aston Villa. It's very unoriginal, but it's okay, I guess. So 5 out of 10. I can't really comment. Away shirt, though. This is me thinking, ugh. Now, fair enough, right? Burnley have done yellow kits away from home in the past. But what is that pattern, right? Fair enough. If you're going to have a black stripe on it, that's all right. But why is there red inside the black? Like here, like what is that? I mean, on the sides of the black trim, you've got kind of a pixelated black, which I don't mind. But that red inside the black is just not necessary at all. So, nice colour. I like the purple kind of logo with the yellow background. That's decent. But there's just no need for that red strip inside. That just ruins it for me. So, it had such potential, but they've ruined it. They're ruining it. So, they've gone for probably a 7, and now they've brought it down to a 6, I'm afraid. Looking at Chelsea, though, when I first saw this, I thought this is disgusting. Now I look at it, I don't mind it. I'm going to say a 6 out of 10. It's just like, I think it's weird looking. Like, why is the Chelsea badge like all like rainbow coloured and just it just doesn't look like an actual home kit. It looks like a training top. So it's okay, but I'm just not loving it, to be honest. Crystal Palace. Now this, my friends, is what you call a bit too much, right? I don't mind the half and half, right? Because we've seen teams doing that in the past and it's been okay. But why have they got the outline of like a palace building inside with the shard windows? That's just too much. That's too much for the eyes. I'm not loving it, and I'm going to say for that reason it's gone down from a possible 8 down to a 6.5. I'm afraid. Looking at their away shirt though, this is quite nice. I've got to say it's slick. The light blue is nice with the white. It's just a good combination. So for me, this is a bit higher than the home shirt. I'm going to go for a 7.5 out of 10 for their away shirt. Then looking at the Everton home kit now, again, it's pretty similar most years, but I don't mind it. The collar is interesting with the blue zigzags, but I'm not that fussed by it, to be honest. So again, I'm going to say a 5 and a 5. Yeah, 5.5 out of 10. It's not brilliant, I'll be honest. This away shirt though does hurt my eyes a little bit. It's a bit like, not sure. It kind of just is a weird orange. I mean, again, we'll say it, but once again, these teams, they seem to have certain colours they keep going back to. Everton do love an away orange kit, orangey kind of that colour. So it's all right, but also I'm not loving the design, like the stripes, and they're kind of like shards in between the stripes. I'm going to say it's probably a 5 out of 10. Looking at the next one though, this is of course Fulham. Now, ironically, this guy said he's never going to play for Fulham again, so a bit of an unfortunate, unfortunate kit logo there, kit showing off advert. But yeah, I don't mind this actually. It's quite nice. The red and the white kind of half and half on the sleeves is pretty decent. It's quite clean. You get the little fades in the middle. So I think Fulham have done a good job here. I actually do quite like it. Maybe that's unpopular, but I'm going to go 7 out of 10. I think it's solid effort. Looking at the next one, Liverpool. This, for me, is 9 out of 10. Okay, and I know you're going to say, what? But it's so simple. Why? But for me, sometimes, in certain occasions, simple is effective, and this is one of them. I mean, that is just retro Liverpool, isn't it? It just speaks to you. So, fair enough. They've gone back to their old, old kind of style kit, but it just looks so clean. It's just pure red, and sometimes that can be boring. But with this shade and with this white, with the sleeve and the trim, top draw, 9 out of 10, as I said. Liverpool away kit now. This kind of looks a little bit like a Minecraft. Is it a Creeper or a? I can't even remember what it is. A Creeper. Basically the green monster in Minecraft. I think it's a Creeper. It looks a bit weird because it's kind of glitchy, kind of pixelated with the green, and it's kind of like, make your mind up. Is it a kind of quarterly split shirt or is it not? Because I remember Liverpool have a really similar kit this last season or a previous season where it was cut into 4 and it was green and white, and they've just done it again basically. So on originality, I'm not that loving it because Liverpool done it before, but it's okay, I guess. I'll say probably a 5 out of 10. Luton. Now, I was talking about earlier their shirt. They've basically got no originality because what they've done is they've completely switched the colours and the exact same template of the shirt design for the home and the away shirt. The difference is the home shirt is their main colour orange with a stripe of white. Why that black stripe is there, I do not know. It's just not necessary. It just makes it look much worse. If they just had the orange with the the white strip and without that black line, it would be okay. It would just be about manageable. But why is there a black stripe? No, sorry, it just doesn't work there, in my opinion. And yeah, the logo's a little bit big as well. The utility it doesn't look good on it. Their away shirt, as I say, is exactly the same pretty much. It's just the difference is this is white and not orange, and it's the same strip. So come on, where's your originality? Where's the... Nah, I'm just... For both of these, I'm going to give it like a 4 out of 10. I'm just like, what? I'm just not bothered. I'm genuinely not bothered. Man City's, though, clean. Absolutely clean. I mean, it's very, very nice. I mean, Mahrez actually is now left, but ultimately, it's just really attention to detail with this one. The collar is really nice. The really thin lines that you can't quite see unless you look close up. Top drawer, I'm going to say 8.5 out of 10. Very strong contender. This one, also 8.5 out of 10. City are bringing the volumes. They're bringing the levels. And I've got to say, very impressive. I mean, you look at this and you see, you know, it's like electricity. You see what I did there? But no, very, very good from City, and it's just a nice colour. I think that kind of dark and then light blue with the kind of lightning bolt electricity, and then it's a nice colour for the logo. So I can't fault it. Really nice. Then Man United, it's okay, right? It's pretty standard for a Man United shirt. I mean, it's the black trim on the sides, which is quite nice. I think that goes well. And then the home shirt is pretty standard. So I'll say 6 out of 10. Whatever, don't mind it. Their away shirt, though, this is grim. Absolutely grim. Why is that green? I mean, it's green, and then it's basically beige with a strip of red in between the beige. I mean, come on. These colour combinations are just not working for me. But you thought that that was bad. I mean, I think there's another Man United shirt which is black and white, a bit like Newcastle, and that's even worse. So it doesn't seem to be on here for some reason. But Newcastle's home shirt, top drawer, clean as anything. I love that collar. I mean, that to have the black on the outside and then the white from the stripes following up, but then to have 2 layers of white just close together on the collar, top drawer. Really do like that. It's clean, but it's not amazing at the same time, so I'll probably say a 7 out of 10. Then moving on to their away shirt, again, another green shirt. I mean, they had a green shirt and a white green shirt last season to basically look like a Saudi shirt, but now they've got another green shirt. This one, to be fair, is not bad. It's a weird pattern, though, I can't lie. Like, the colour is okay, but I'm not too fond on the pattern, so I'll probably say a 6 out of 10 again. Newcastle, this is their third shirt. Now, this one I'm loving. I just think that combo colour of the dark navy and the yellow, it's a really weird combo, but it actually really works in my opinion. So much better from Newcastle this one. I'll say 8 out of 10. Very strong. Then we've got Forest at home. Once again, they haven't seemed to got a logo. Love that. Really do. It's clean. It's pretty nice. It's not that original, but I'll say a 7 out of 10 because I think it's just nice. It's effective but simple. Again, a bit like Liverpool's, right? Goes back to the old times with Forest. It's a nice shirt. This one, I've got to say, I'm not that keen on. Like, it's okay, but it kind of just looks like an interesting one. It's just like, whatever, 5.5 out of 10. Like, I'm just not that bothered by it. The third shirt, though, this can get in the bin. I'm sorry. That is just not nice. I mean, what is that effect? The kind of like drippy orange lines? Nah. Orange and black on a shirt usually doesn't look great. I mean, what are you trying to do? Trying to be a pumpkin Halloween theme? Like, what is this? Nah, I'm just not loving it. So yeah, it's sorry, it's going to be a 3. I just genuinely do not like it. Sheffield United at home, again, without a sponsor, we like that. Clean, pretty nice stripes, and also not a bad collar. So Sheffield United, pretty decent shout. It's not that amazing, not that original, so we'll give it a 7 out of 10, but good shout, good effort. Then another Sheffield United, this is a decent one. I mean, it's pretty plain, I can't lie, this is as plain as it gets. I mean, it's not even really white, it's kind of grey, so it's a bit depressing, and for that reason, it's a 5 out of 10, just whatever, you know, I could move on. Tottenham, oh my days. Every season we have this with Tottenham, right? Why can't they just spruce it up a bit? I mean, you have in previous years with the sash going down, that was nice. But the last few years, they've just been the same. They've been always the same. I mean, you can say, oh yeah, there's some patterns and you see some lines in between, but you have to squint to see that. It's just generally very, very basic. So I'm going to give it a 5.5 out of 10. Then moving on, we've got West Ham. This is a nice one because I don't know whether those kind of lines are supposed to be like the outlines of bubbles. I'm not quite sure. But I think it's quite clean, this one. So I'll give a 7 out of 10. And then we got their away shirt. I think we've seen one very similar to this in the past. But I like the fact they've got the white West Ham badge. I think that's quite original. And it does look nice with the black of the Betway. So I think they've done well here. I'll say a 7.5 out of 10. And then finally, we've got Wolves. Home shirt very much looks the same as every season. Don't know. It's just whatever sort of thing. So we'll say a 5 out of 10. And then their away shirt. This I absolutely love. Really nice. With a black trim, the red top drawer, 8 out of 10. So those are my kit ratings for the 23-24 season so far. Of course, there could be more that are released, but that's just where we're going to leave it. Hope you have enjoyed. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.